Consider me impressed. Now what is there to talk about? Well, I could talk about Shadowrun. Like, role-playing is a thing that I really love doing. I fucking love role-playing. And like the same, it's the same thing with D&D when I first started. I just start making a shit ton of characters. Like a shit ton. Because I think that's lovely. So I created a character. 11, those are 20, alright. 5, 9, 12, 17. So I've created a bunch of characters and everything. Jesus, I clicked on this guy. I fucking clicked on him. So the thing is, what I want to talk about, I created a few characters and everything, and I retired my first character because we were at a position where he wouldn't go on this position with the group because 2 of the groups were already dead, and the young mage lady was basically, it was her so basically her task to kill this guy that we died to, and it didn't work out well at all. And she didn't really give us a reason why we should do this, because like she's in a magic group and everything, and she's not allowed to tell. Anyway. See, my character basically, he gave her, he thought it was her fault in his eyes. She was also the only one who was capable. Well, the other guy was also capable of magic, but he was pretty shit. I had no idea what he was doing. So she knew that this guy was pretty tough. And we didn't even fight him. We basically fought his house with the traps in it. Alright, shut up, Celeborn. So we lost all of these guys. And it was basically for me, yeah, that's not gonna work on. So I started a new character, and this new character is basically like there are, for example, street samurai in Shadowrun, which are basically fighters that equip them with a shit ton of cyberware and everything. So I created a street cowboy. Which basically, like, he doesn't have too much cyberware, he only has like a smart link and some ultrasound vision or something. But more importantly, he is also an adept, a key adept. Which is basically like, I would say like a monk. Like a monk who has really well-defined physical attributes and shit and all of that, those shenanigans. And he is really good with a pistol. He's like ridiculously good with a pistol. And so I thought like, yeah, shit, let's make a fucking cowboy, because why not? So I think I think his name is Coyote. His street name, not his real name. His real name is Burnt Williams, which is also a pretty cool name. And he's like this standard cowboy, you have to say, like oh, now I'm missing the word. He solves problems with duels and shit. He loves pistols. He has like his armor is like a lined poncho that he's wearing. He has like a cowboy hat. He doesn't have a lasso yet. But what's important? He has a motorcycle, of course. The BMW Blitzen. It's like a combat motorcycle. He also, like, in his house he has like western films about the Wild West and shit. And all of those things, and I fucking look forward to playing this character. And the thing is, like, the biggest thing that I focused on this character was reflexes and reaction. So he already has from the start like improved reflexes on level 2. And he's like he gets like 3 dice plus 10 for his reflexes. Which is pretty terrific, because he basically can sometimes take 3 turns. And the only thing he uses is his fucking guns. He's not gonna use anything else in this game. Well, he has a spear, to be honest. But that was just because I wanted to look. I wanted to check how what I would do if I would charge with a motorcycle using a spear like a lance. What's the damage code of that? No, newborn, don't die! He's probably gonna die. Oh well, he's just got knocked out. To be honest, this fight went pretty well. So let's tell you the story about how these people died, because it's pretty interesting how this guy's house was like protected. There was basically actually only one kind of trap, and first of all, he was like in the lower part of Seattle. He had his home, and was like had a little yard. So the first thing we did, he also had a balcony, and our street samurai, he has like as he checked the house out, he saw that in the room, he looked into the roof, at the ceiling and the ground were kind of warm, unusual warm. So it was like, alright, we're not gonna go through the front door, we're gonna go through the balcony and jump in there. So we did that, we went in from the balcony, we climbed up. My dwarf had no problem climbing up. And he had to help 2 guys to get up, because they were too shit at it. So we were up there. We saw that he had like this glass wall. So first of all, I checked if I could open this glass wall anyway, like pick a lock or shit or anything. And with a few rolls, I realized no, I'm not gonna be able. So I did what I usually do. First of all, I checked for traps. I did that, I was that smart. But the next thing I did, as I saw that there were no traps, I just smashed in the glass with my giant screwdriver. Not a screwdriver. I'm not sure what's the name for it. What the name for this. It's usually not a weapon, let's say it like that. But it was big, so I hit people with it. I also named the... Like, it's also a tool to screw in not really well, to screw in screws, but not as like it goes around it. More information, and it's not what you're not gonna get more information out of me. So I smashed in the wall. We checked out the first room. It was like there was like books and shit and everything, and like a small seat where you can comfortably sit. And it was like, yeah, that's like a reading room that he has. So first thing we did, there was no money, and the books were like just like some smart like romance shit and everything. So we ignored that. Trackers are still like, yeah, still have enough trackers. So Uruk-Hai, large Uruk-Hai, fighting Uruk-Hai, trackers, and champions. Smashed in. Then we went downstairs. And the first room the first floor we got into didn't have this kind of warm ceiling and warm floor, so we checked out the rooms where was like a bathroom, a bedroom, and like a small library. In the bedroom were also more books, and there was like candy in there. It was like, but it smelled like alcohol. And the thing is, like, I was so upset that my character didn't find that. Because that was what my character is all about. His name is Trunk. So we didn't find anything useful. Also the books in the library were, well, they were more magic-like and everything, but we had something else to do. So we went downstairs. And the thing is, like, only the ceiling in the hallway was like warm, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna check my way." Wait, I already bought food. So I went down there, took my weapon, and just put it against the ceiling and watched what happened. And the thing is, like, this was a toxic shaman, like like someone who has he had money on his head. So the warm stuff was some kind of invisible blend that started raining some force or something down, and they completely fucked me up. They gave me like a severe wound. That was a big pile of shit. I didn't like it, let's say like that. So, went upstairs, went to the bathroom, walked all that shit off. Alright, I'm gonna be with you shortly. Next thing they did, I basically sat in this bathtub for a while. So they so I sat in the bath for a while. They tried to flame it away. They tried to not in the night. Let's wait until it's this caravan joined them. Alright, now it's day. So the flaming away didn't work. Nothing really worked. So we did. So we checked out the other rooms and everything that were downstairs. We just sneaked down. Alright, guys, this is a little bit shit, I think. Why don't you shoot? Archers! How's that sound? Alright. Because then you're not gonna get slaughtered that much. Jesus Christ, that's ridiculous. Nope, 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 nope. So there was only one room which had like the ceiling and the floor that warm. So, whoa. So what we did then was like we checked what this kind of plant is destroying. It's just destroying organic matter or what else. So we put a book down, and the book also dissolved. Because the thing is, right, we did this because in the middle of the room there was like a big square that was not warm. So I thought like there's something important there. Maybe like his kind of where he makes magic stuff. So we used what did we use? We used glass panels that we smashed out of the wall on the balcony. We smashed that and realized, yeah, this doesn't dissolve. We can walk on this. So we let our streets like I also cut my hand while doing this. Let's just say at this day we had so many fails. And I don't just mean like it didn't work, it just critically didn't work. So I got 2 glass panels, we put them down, he jumped across, walked there, and yeah, there was a way down. And he told, he went down there, and the mage girl followed him. Our other guy, the other mage, wasn't really that much of a mage, he was like occupied elsewhere. And I also did other things, we started stealing stuff out of the house. I told you about that one, that chair upstairs that was so comfortable. Well, I just made like a rope and let it down so I can put it in my car later on and take it with me. Anyway, so we're doing that, and then they like called. Then downstairs there was like in that room there was a locked door that nobody could open. Really nobody. We failed 3 times critically trying to open this fucking door, until the mage girl said, "Yeah, sure, let's just use the spell," even though she was nearly dead. So she unlocked the door, and all of a sudden, because she started using magic, the whole house had like a flame wave going through it. You guys could stop being that stupid and... yeah, use archery. Look at how many people are dying. Alright. That's the magical thing about recording in the evening. Usually nobody bothers me. Nobody says anything or doesn't want anything from me, but as soon as I want to record anything, suddenly from all sides they are like, yeah, do you want this and this and this? Oh well. What can you do? We lost a shit ton of guys in this fight. Look at that. Oh, now they're shooting. Now they're shooting. Fuck you guys.